right, hello everybody. Tom with theoutdoorcookstore.com. Listen, thanks for checking us out today. We really appreciate it. We're going to do some Dutch oven cooking outside in the great outdoors, our backyard here. What I've got set up here, I've got my little Camp Chef cook table and my 14-inch Camp Dutch oven, Camp Chef Camp Dutch oven, and I'm going to use a trivet, and we're going to cook up roasted chicken. Incidentally, if you need any of these products, you can in the blog post there will be a link to where you can go to get this stuff. So, but simply what I'm going to do is we're going to kind of do a one-pot meal with this roasted chicken. I'm going to roast it for about an hour and 15 minutes or so, about 2 hours total. After about an hour and 15 minutes, I'll add some potatoes and some carrot and some celery, and hopefully it's all finished at the same time, and that'll be one heck of a good meal. The one beautiful thing about the Dutch oven is it keeps the moisture inside. I'm going to add a little bit of chicken stock on the bottom here, about a cup and a half. And it'll just keep them. And this bird turns out so moist and delicious. Incidentally, you can do this same thing if you don't want to use the coals outdoors. You can do the same thing if you have a stovetop Dutch oven. You can do the same recipe in your oven, in your kitchen, at about 350 degrees. I really like using that trivet, get the burn up off the bottom, so it's not boiling in its own juices or in the stock I put in. So. Anyway, let me show you how that goes. We're going to go to the kitchen. I'm going to show you how I set up, prep the bird, and we'll be back. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I got my chicken here, whole chicken. I've got some seasonings here. What I have some plenty of fresh rosemary in this yard. We got it growing all over the place. So I diced up some rosemary. I got parsley, thyme, some oregano, salt and pepper. Now what I'm going to do first is on the inside of this bird, just spread some of that around. Get it in there. Okay. Got some of that flavor. Now, I've also got some chopped carrots, celery, and the celery's got the top leafy part, and a little bit of lemongrass. And I'm going to stuff all that inside of here, and that's just going to be good flavor. We're not going to eat this. It's just in there for some flavor. And that's stuffed in there pretty good. There we go. I got my dog here getting a little interested in food, following us around here. That's typical. Okay, now the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start here on the side of the legs. And on the breasts here. I'm going to run my fingers through. I've already started a little. Run my fingers through here, or I'm sorry, on the side of the neck. Now I'm going to run my fingers through here, under the skin, without ripping it. But if you poke a hole in it, it's not that big a deal. And I want to get some of my rub and my spices inside there. That's the thing about with this chicken. If you can get it under the skin, then it can get to the meat. So I'm able to break that skin. You can see my hands all the way under here. And just break that skin with your fingers, and you get your stuff in there. Get you good flavor in there. Okay, then I still have some that'll sprinkle on this on the outside when we get ready to go. So this is pretty close to ready to go. Let's head back outside and get this started. Okay, it looks like my coals are ready to go. What I've done, I've got, like I said, I got a 14-inch Dutch oven. Now this is a deep Dutch oven. I'm using a trivet, so you need the deep in order to fit your bird. What I'm going to do, about approximately 350 degrees, so that's 28 coals. A lot of recipes call for 2/3 coals on top, 1/3 on the bottom. This is more roasting, so I'm going to put a couple more on the bottom. So I've got 12 on the bottom, 16 on top. We're going to let it go. So let me get this on here. Just put those in a circle on the bottom. You want them on the outer edge, but that's totally underneath. So the heat's going to kind of run up the side. So let's go in there and check and make sure they're all under. Okay, now we got a little melted butter. Gonna put that on the bird. That'll help brown the skin. Just brush that on. I've got so much stuffing in this bird, I'm gonna kind of make sure the top crushes down a little. Okay, there's that. A little bit more of my herbs. We'll just sprinkle them on the outside of that skin. Okay, that puppy's ready to cook. Now, get a preheated top. Put her on there. Let her go. Now, that's going to be, like I said, check my clock. Okay, that's going to probably take, you've got to figure at this 350 degrees, you've got to figure 20 plus minutes per pound. I'm figuring 22 minutes or so. This is just over a 5-pound bird. So I think it's going to have taken pretty much a full 2 hours. So, like I said, I'll check it in about an hour, but I figure about an hour and 15 I'm going to put in some chopped up potatoes, celery, carrots. And this is a one-pot meal, a real nice one-pot meal. Incidentally, I got I based the recipe on a book I've got here, Great Meals, Dutch Oven Style by Dale Smith. I really like this book. I suggest if you enjoy Dutch oven cooking or you want to get into Dutch oven cooking, I suggest you get that book. That'll be in the blog post. There'll be a link to that book. So if just click on the link to that book. It'll take you there. You can purchase it if you'd like. If for some reason you're not on the blog post, you're watching this on YouTube, there'll be a link right underneath the video, www.theoutdoorcooks.com. Just click on there, and you'll get to all the links for all this stuff. So, anyway, listen, we'll come back and check this in a while, and it's going to be a mighty good meal. All right, folks, it's been just about an hour, a little over, hour and 5, and this thing's already up to 140 degrees. So I'm going to put in my veggies because they're going to need a while to cook. The chicken's done when it's 180 degrees, so you want 180, 190 in that breast meat. And we are well on our way there. So I'm going to put these potatoes and celery and carrots in here, wrap it around that bird, and give this a chance, a good half hour, 45 minutes plus to cook. And let it go from there. And this bird's got a little more browning to do, but it's getting there. So another 45 minutes or so, and this will be done. Okay, folks, here's the bird finished. It's actually about 190. I should have taken off a little sooner, but look at, I don't know if you can see this. Look at the moisture. It's still moist and tender in there. This, and here's the potatoes and all the vegetables. This is some kind of good right here. Lots of flavor. That's breast, and it is still just very moist. Very good. Folks, give this a try. It's just whether you do it out here in the Dutch oven outside or inside, It's the Dutch oven. Keeps that moisture in. The one thing you don't get on this roast, I mean, the skin isn't going to be crispy. It gets good and brown, but it's not going to be crispy because of the moisture. But I'm telling you, that chicken is moist, tender. That is really, really freaking good. I really like this recipe. So anyway, listen, give it a try. Thanks for checking us out. And we will catch up to you next time.